So my people will be going to the next one. We'll be talking about how Nigeria and Cameroon are trying to join Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire to form the new cocoa cartel in Africa, to control the production of cocoa and the sales and the market price in Africa. So what do you think about this new development by Nigeria and Cameroon to join Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire in terms of cocoa production in Africa?
If these four countries can forge a coalition to promote cocoa business among them and to export, that would be a fantastic venture. In Nigeria for a long time, cocoa was a main stain in
Nigerian
agricultural produce, in export, especially in this western part of Nigeria. And we could see it up to today. The investment, the then premier of the western region in Nigeria, Chief Obafemi Awolowo did. As at that time, the cocoa house in Ibadan, which is a function of like a honor of what cocoa has been able to bring back to the country.
The achievement of cocoa in western region in Nigeria.
Cocoa export. He built a structure that they call Cocoa House in Ibadan. That was the first high-rise in Nigeria, 25-story building. And numerous things that he did with cocoa, proceed from cocoa. You can see one of the biggest and most beautiful university in Africa, Obafemi Awolowo University, named after the man. And stadium, Liberty Stadium in Ibadan, and
University of Ibadan,
and Liberty Stadium in Ibadan too. So we see that cocoa is a cash crop that can give us very, very competitive advantage when it comes to international trade and export. And of course, Ghana too was one time a cocoa hub in West Africa, very, very good at that. So if these four countries can come together and form a kind of cartel, a kind of board to see how they can promote, how they can even encourage the youth to go into cocoa farming and regulate sales of cocoa. And not only that, if they can, there was a place in still western part of Nigeria called cocoa industry, where cocoa was being processed to make chocolate and drinks like that, but that is now moribund. So if they can come together, four countries doing business of cocoa export
in West Africa,
establish industry that will process this cocoa, this is going to be a very, very good development. One, it will earn us a foreign exchange. Two, it will give us more jobs on the farm and on the industry. And of course, this is going to expand businesses in the West African coastal region and reduce crime, reduce insecurity when youth are gainfully employed. So it is a good thing. I just pray that they will see to the end of it.
It's a good thing because most of the youth are going to benefit from this, and a lot of them will be engaged with the new, the cocoa business and the cocoa bar, that the chocolate business in Ghana that is booming. There's enormous chocolate business in Ghana, and I've already talked about, the chocolate bar on my platform. You can check it out, of the two sisters out of Ghana. So Ghana have been the hub of cocoa business after Nigeria lost it after the incorporation of all Nigerian state, because cocoa at the time was the main export of the Yoruba people that comes out of the West African shore in Nigeria, that they use only this cocoa to send a lot of people to school in the western region, to develop western region to what it is today of Nigeria, that what you see today. All the money, all the earliest development in the western region of Nigeria, all the money comes from the cocoa business. And this is a good look because Cote d'Ivoire is very close to Ghana. It will be very huge for the two countries, to coexist together, to cooperate, to do this cocoa business, and seeing Nigeria that is very close to Cameroon to involve in this beautiful business on the shore of Africa is a good look for the countries out of West Africa out of the West African shore of Africa. So this is what we're looking for. This is what we talked about on AfricaUnitytv with KingIdris. Is all for the betterment of African people in diplomacy means in the international community for a better Africa, and for us to put our history out for the people to know where we're coming from. So what do you think about that?
And another advantage this will bring to us that all these countries you have mentioned are members of Ecowas.
Yeah.
So it is easy for business integration among these countries. They can move freely for businesses. They can
cause sanction. They can do whatsoever they want to do on the cocoa business.
It is economic purposes. It serves economic purposes. It's going to boost economy. You have free trade, tax relief, and things like that
in Africa. So this is what we're talking about, for all African countries to come together, and seeing these beautiful 4 countries of Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Cameroon, and Nigeria coming together is a big, huge win for the African countries. So we'll be going